a bit loud. Here. Audio. What if I just turn down the music? I think we still want the audio. Let's turn down the sound effects a smidgen. Right, we're just getting straight into it. I hope you're doing well today, database. What does Ramona do with Finch? Oh. Oh, hello. Hey, whale. How's it going? So we have
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning. With the house.
Maths. Maths, whale. That's my guess. Hey, here we go. Here we go, starting at the beginning with the house. Is my camera in a... Am I in an okay spot? Maybe I'm just too big.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
That seems weird, but okay. Oh, something.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Haha, maybe not. And some...
I hadn't been back since my brother...
Yeah, it'll be really story-based. Get ready for some feels, I think, database. Prepare yourself for some feels.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
You wish you could watch
Maybe
it.
she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
This is the path. This is the path we can take. Shortcuts. You watched a Joseph Anderson review of this once. Going into the woods.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Oh,
but now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
See you
The
later.
woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Oh dear. Okay. I'm ready to get completely invested in these characters' lives. Completely invested. Will you take this journey with me? Is there a basketball around here somewhere? Oh, I can't see a basketball. It's a shame.
The house was exactly like I remembered it.
Oh, whoa.
The way I'd been dreaming about it.
Check it out. Oh, we've got to go up the middle. Up the garden path.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Yeah, Whale has been timed out a lot. Every time he can't afford a self-timeout, he just posts links until he gets timed out.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
He can't do that
I
anymore,
was afraid
though.
of the house.
As a VIP. Let's put that key in, baby!
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh, dang it. But, fortunately, the door's unlocked already.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Whoa. Well, let's go around the side then. Maybe we can get in the side. It's good to see there's wheelchair access to this home. Super easy to get to. This is our dead mother's house. Yes, it seems that way. We were willed it. Well, it's our house now, because it was willed to us. Oh, wind chime. Nice. Uh-oh. We're crawling in through the dog door, ladies and gentlemen.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
True. No, I don't believe this is a horror game. This is just a feels game. Kind of like Firewatch,
The
I
power
want
had
to
been
say.
turned off the night we left.
Why are you
For the
scared?
first time in years,
Because she's afraid of the house.
I felt like I was home.
Wow, look at this place. Has not been touched.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Edie, Dawn, and Lewis. Yeah, there were a lot of books here. The Viking's Belly, Witch's Kitchen, The Holiday Feast. Lots of cookbooks. Oh, hello.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Yeah, sure. Oh, what's this?
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oof, that is a lot of salmon. Everything's quite clean. I'm surprised at how clean everything is. Power saltwater yeast. The Viking's Kitchen. What's in here? Let's not go upstairs just yet. Uh-oh, it's not quite as clean in here.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Oh, look, it's Edie's. It's a dumbwaiter there. Edie's wheelchair.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I'm not sure. We just left. I suppose we'll find out, database. I suppose we'll find out.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal.
Hey,
There
Amber!
was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yes, that is exactly what this place looks like.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
The original house sank. How you doing today, Ammo? Man, there's a lot of stuff in this house. There's just a lot of stuff. Look at this, though. Not the worst place to inherit, am I right? Ammo, to catch you up, our mum has died, I think, and we were given this house in the will. We used to live here, and now we're kind of going back and reminiscing. It seems.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay, the key didn't work on the front door, so we had to climb in the doggy door.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara,
Sven.
along with the rest of the house.
Barbara Finch. Okay, so it seems like our last name is Finch. Let's unlock this front door. Oh, hang on.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh, our brother went missing.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh my goodness, what is this door? It's airtight. Oh, I don't like the look of that. What are we storing in there? Let's head upstairs, I guess.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh. Oh my. What's this room?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Wow, check it out. What a crazy room.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Why would that be locked up? What a weird thing to give us a key for.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh my.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Hello guys, we just found a secret passage. Let's go. What's this stuff? Okay.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
This would be a great horror game.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
No need to be creeped out. No need to be creeped out. Oh my gosh, check this.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Check this, Molly.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its
Oops.
own even tinier gerbil cage.
Look at that. That's cool. Super dark though. Let's see if we can up the brightness. Yeah, let's up the brightness a little. That might stop creeping you out so much, database, if the brightness is up. Look at the... Now I can see things. Molly.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Whoa. Whoa, check out this place. Jellyfish. Orcas.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
1937 to 1947. Oh no.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen.
We'll find out
It
later.
started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
Now we're
I
playing
woke
as
up
Molly.
and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Gerbil
The
food?
gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
She ate that gerbil food, Bebe. Oh, can we eat our own pet fish? No. Better not.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Good thinking. Good thinking, Molly. Oh my gosh. There's a starfish here. No. Fish's friend, not food. Fish's friend, not food. What's that?
I
Toothpaste.
kept eating and eating.
Oh, don't eat toothpaste. Oh, Molly. Nothing in the toilet, thankfully.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Is that real or fake? They must be real.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh? A burb.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Maybe.
And
Data.
suddenly,
She turned
I
into
was a cat.
Oh, let's go. Let's
I tried
get this
to be
barn
quiet, but the
swallow.
bird was really scared.
Ooh, that was close. I'll get you, bird.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
This is a different mum, though, because remember it was 1947, so this is pretty old. Probably hallucinating from the berries and the toothpaste, you think? So this was probably like Grandma Edie's daughter or something, Mum's sister. Come
And
here!
I almost got her.
You're
I
mine
could
now.
tell she was getting really tired.
Oh, who's that? Statue of some kind. I got you now.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up,
Oh, just missed. Oh no.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
It's Whip, right? Harry and Whip, my two, the two I thought would be the least used.
Rabbits.
Rabbits. Where you at, rabbits? Yeah, it's because Door spams it. There they are. You're mine, rabbits. Got it.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh
I
my.
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger than a rabbit? How big can owls eat? I've heard that rats can get
A
very
mama
big.
rabbit.
A bigger rabbit. Here we go. Got him. Or her. Wow, she's
She was
waving.
almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh my gosh. A tree shark. Look at me go. Look at me go.
I rolled off a
Ooh.
cliff and into the ocean.
Call this a game?
Now, I
I'm
was
doing all
hungrier
this.
than ever.
I'm doing all this. Let's go. Doo-dun. Doo-dun. What is that? Just a fish?
I wanted fat,
Oh, it's a
juicy
seal.
seals.
You're mine, seal. I only just got him.
I
That's
tore
not
off
good.
her flipper, and it tasted really good.
You're mine, seal. This is just nature, database. This is just nature. Oh, it's so hard to get at.
I grabbed on tight.
Oh,
When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
what am I? Am I an octopus? Look at my tentacle.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I was a monster. This slithery tentacle is uncomfortable. I don't like the noise. Do you know where this is going? I have no idea where this is going. I assume she's gonna
I
eat
was
some
big,
people.
but I moved real quiet.
Oh my gosh!
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh, this is so gross. Oh, hello, big boy. This is so creepy. Let's head outside into the capital.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have. So
What
I
is
swam towards it.
What's Molly up to?
slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
What are we gonna eat? What are we gonna eat? Is it Molly? Hello? Hello?
I got
Teenage Mutant
closer and
Ninja Turtles.
closer.
It is Molly's room. Hello, Molly. Where are you?
All of my stomach started growling,
Molly.
and suddenly I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Whoa, whale. No, then not. Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Molly. Alien biker garbage rats. Biker mice from Mars? Biker mice from Mars was good. Hey, look, it's the cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Huh. Interesting. Biker mice from Mars was pretty cool. Like Street
I
Sharks.
spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
I like Street Sharks as well. A lot of time in GG Mars.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin. Who's this
For
now?
500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Norwegians. That's why Whale doesn't like this, because they're Norwegians.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Set sail
But
with his
40-foot
house.
waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home,
There we go.
Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Ah, that's what that statue was.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. We've just learnt about Odin. Oh, I can pull away. I see. Now she'll draw in
Whatever's
Odin.
wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ingeborg. Mysterious of death and thereafter. Odin Finch. Odin Finch joining the great majority. There he is. Whoa. Sven and Edie. Oh, that's cute. Because they're Finches. Of course. She's still got her pills. What's this?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I'm starting to think there was actually a mole man under the Finch house.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, She was a celebrity.
Either turn into a horror game or we live pleasant moments in a family house. I don't know if it's all going to be pleasant.
When
But-
Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh. Dragon kills Finch. Oh, dang. No, I don't. I think there might be a
Even
few
in her
dark
90s.
turns.
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, look at that shag. Oh, shag in the bathroom. The old shower chair. I know it well.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It is awful.
It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, I feel that. Ooh, another lock. Same key? Same key. The secrets. in the
There's a
bathroom.
secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, cheeky. Oh. Cool. I liked the rhyme as well. Oh, look, you can see yourself. Oh, what's that ring? Calvin Finch. Man, some of these Finches did not live for very long.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Some of these Finches did not live long at all. Can I look down again? Do I have a bit of a belly? Kind of. Milton was here as well. That cheeky Milton's been all over the place. What does this say? Couple turns land into a native haven. Oh, hello. Yeah, I was looking that myself. I don't know. I'm not willing to say we're pregnant. But maybe we've just got a bit of a belly. Sam Finch. Oh, look, it's been sectioned off like a museum.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
To command center. Why didn't he talk about?
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
We prego spoilers whale. Calvin. Calvin did not live long.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
It is a cool room.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Broken leg. Let's swing. Let's swing, baby.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
In your face.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
So he did?
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Here we go.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Hey, Catchy. Here we go.
Then I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
We can do it. Oh, we're going so close.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt.
We're gonna go all the way around.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
This is it. Oh,
That's
so
what I want to
close.
remember about my brother.
Oh yeah, baby!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
He was only 11 years old.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, but look at the time. Look at the lives lived. Milton, 92 to 2003. Lewis, 88 to 2010. Molly, 37 to 47. Barbara, 90. Well, what is that? 44 to 60. All these people are quite young, but we're learning about them. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Ah, she roped it off. Okay. And Sam just lived across from his dead brother's room. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Oh. New secrets? Quack a quack. So... Oh! This house has got so many cool secret compartments. This is so awesome.
The passages were a pretty tight fit.
Ooh, you can see.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Ooh. Oh, cheeky wine. What's this? Let's go back. We've opened that for later. Now let's go this way. Yeah, didn't you see the shape of the house? It had heaps of extensions up the top.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Yeah, I can see why. I can see why you would think that. Oh, I don't want to climb back in there. Whoops. Whoops, climb back out. I thought I would close the door behind me. What else do we know about Barbara?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah, it is a bit weird. But they also lock it away so no one can look at it. I think people definitely do that.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Fine quality color patches.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh, I didn't see the stretch. Sorry, I will.
Getting better.
It's just a reminder.
I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Yeah, that makes sense
So
why you'd scream.
Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Sauce.
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding
Ah.
until finally the key pops out.
Thanks,
Oh,
babe.
good to
I'll be
know.
back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Gang. Oh, it's Mike Myers. Mikael
She
Myers.
found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Now this is pod racing. Come here, 8-ball. There we go. Hole in one. This isn't a horror game. Ooh. What the?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Get out of my way, boxing bag. 10 years ago tonight. It's alright, we've got a...
Fridge rattled and grew still.
We've got a crutch to defend ourselves with. Oh dear. Smack.
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt.
She got eaten by the
and
monster
confused,
database.
and you're-
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
She got
Barb.
eaten by the monster.
Have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
It was
Hours later,
Barbara!
under her bed.
Walter? What's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Ooh. Oh, groovy. Groovy chair. Walter, I'm coming. I could have tripped. Look at the next pictures, though. Look at the next picture. And the picture I'm hiding is a vision from beneath the stairs. Oh, this room. I'm beneath the bed, so...
are you there?
Die, Walter!
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Uh-oh.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And young he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
She's too brave. I'm gonna play more Frostpunk, yeah. Let's go through here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Let's kill this fool.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
I'm coming for you, big boy.
wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Plunging attack! Plunging attack! Okay, no plunging attack. Let's go back. Gotta be careful downstairs. You don't wanna fall and hurt yourself on the way to murdering this intruder.
The hookman had vanished.
Uh-oh.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Who could that be? Hooky?
At the door, she heard whispering.
I tried to do a plunging attack.
It was coming from inside the house.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
What's going on?
The monsters had come to surprise her.
She killed one of them.
It was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
Oh.
Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
I think some obsessed fans might have broken in and did a bad thing.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I think, oh, nice. Oh, no. Oh. I think it's best we don't, you know? I think it's best we don't know what happened. Ah, this is that door, maybe? Are we downstairs or upstairs? This is that door that was sealed next to the front door.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like
No,
me
it
playing with
can't
the
be
music
right.
box.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually, if Edie's ear was in the music box.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Oh, but this is Barbara's... Oh, yeah, it's fully sealed up.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
I will, I'm just... You think she fell in an ear-slicing machine and sliced her ear off? Then she ran away. She didn't have an ear anymore. Interesting.
It's
Interesting
funny.
thought.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
So you want to go down before we go up, Data. I see. There we go, there's the key. What a crazy place to hide a key. It's quite possible. What's down here? Ah, time for round 2. pool. Okay. Maybe this is a horror game? I don't think it's a horror game.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Interesting. It's so weird to have such a big house and have never been into most of the rooms. Ah, there's the dragon that Uncle Sven was killed by, or Grandpa Sven.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
What packages?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
That's fair, as a child.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
How far down does this rabbit hole go? Oh my gosh. An actual rabbit
I remember
hole.
asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Yeah, a lot of kids die around
If
here.
there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, sugar, this is Walter's room. Oh, Walter lived a long time. Well, not that long, actually.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
I think it's just a big family database.
Having a schedule, living for today.
Oh,
I always
drink that
expected to be
peach
dead
juice.
tomorrow.
Oh, that's quite a few years have passed.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
The shaking and peaches.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Drink that peach juice, my man. Man, I love peach juice.
And then one day, everything just
Wow, so many years have gone by.
stopped.
Whoa. No shaking.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Okay. Let's get out of here then, Walter. But where to? Where are we headed? I can't see a oh, there. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going deeper. Who dug this hole?
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Seems that way, database. Maybe he didn't
Whatever
see
killed
it. but
Barbara
his daughter died, right?
and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Whoa.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
For sure, after eating peaches for...
I don't mind if I
30
only
years.
have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
I knew a train was coming. "53 years old.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
That radio is still on?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Let's open this window. Well, kind of a window. Does this actually lead to train tracks? Suppose we're about to find out, hey? Down we go.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
What do you mean,
But
what
if
happened?
she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Oh, he
I
got
can
hit by
only
a
imagine
train.
what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Hit by a train. He came
Trying
out
to bury
here.
something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
Maybe too, she is pregnant.
and found out what happened to everyone else.
One of us left.
But now
maybe
I'm worried
two.
the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, they put the train. They put the train that hit him there? Oh my gosh. Maybe he just liked trains. What's that? Whoa.
I don't know
okay.
if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
So many chairs. Let's go. Ooh, motion sensor lights. Awesome.
But I thought you should know about your family.
She's writing to her child. She's writing to her unborn child.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
See the house? See how many extensions the house has got?
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
That's... Oh, zoom is shift. Good to know. Let's head
And we
back
can
to
look at the house.
Look at
That
it.
history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Oh, there's the swing. There's the swing that Calvin... Huh. You lied. It's not fun, you hate it. A lot of stuff out here. What's out this way?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the
Whoa,
pet
that's-
cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Burpy, derpy, chirpy, derpy junior. Furpy, lurpy, zerpy. Lucy, Charlie, Daisy, Tucker, Coco, Zoe. Oliver, Bob, Shadow, Christopher, Shutzy, Bailey. The frog?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly, the cat bird. Calvin, the astronaut. Sven, the woodworker. Edie, the book person. Walter, the miner. Barbara, the star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, because their house sank to the bottom of the ocean.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, sugar, that's their house. That's their old house that got put on the boat.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Do I go back now? Or maybe I was supposed to keep looking at something. No, I can't. I can't look at it again. Odin.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Sam.
Her dad had
Gus.
been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Okay. Milton. Sanjay Kumar.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I
Louis
did.
Finch.
I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now.
Like
Part of me
Pythagoras.
thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Oh, this is where we caught that bird. And then turned into a shark.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, we're pregnant. This game is frustrating to you. Why? Oh, that was risky. That was risky. Let's climb. Oh, there's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
It's only death? No, it's not. It's not death. It's
They were
stories.
both pretty intense.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. US Marine? Look, there's a nice selfie. He's afraid?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
I think they got along. I think I just think there was a lot of...
anything.
It's a honey
Stuff.
trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Is this us? Are we
Perfect.
Dawn?
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Yeah, I'm sure they are catchy. What are we going to take a picture of? Bigfoot?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
A cane. Oh! Here we go. Weeing Dad.
Like being outside. Hey!
That's a keeper.
We
Hold
know
still
it.
while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Catchy.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Taking some good shots.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
They didn't kill you, they just sunk your ship and stole your stuff and left you out in the ocean.
You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
I do. Ooh, check this one. Check this. Poems.
Maybe.
And a gun. Artistic. Very artistic.
Or was it?
Fish?
Could have been.
Just need to get focus. There we go. Perfect. This game makes you want to call your parents?
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Check it out.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
A picture of me? Oh, right. I'm Dad again. Where she
Dad,
is?
I...
Just breathe. Turn off.
There we go.
Let me get behind you.
What are you gonna shoot at?
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Dawn.
Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready, honey. Here we go. I'm glad
Great
we didn't-
shot, Dawn!
Oh, we did see it. We did see it. Oh, sugar. Real dead. She's a little sad.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Run. I put it on a timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think
Oh,
about
Dad!
oh no! No! I was fully invested in that one.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh man.
Sam spent his
She-
life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
That poor dear. Anything else in this room?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Revenge kill? He's not even the one that shot it. The little girl was. Dawn was. That's fucking rough, bruh. Man, that's upsetting. That's so upset. I'm so upset about that one, guys. That one's hit me the hardest. The music as well.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, oh, this is young. This is real young, guys. Youngest yet.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but
We're about
only he could
halfway
see
through
it.
the game, I think, guys. Maybe a bit over half.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, it's frog time, baby! Hey! Oh, I'm the frog. Let's go, baby!
Bartender over, Gregory. It's time to...
Uh-oh.
Hold on, sweetie.
Uh-oh, she should have drained that tub. She should have
Hello?
drained that tub, baby!
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Oh, look, this guy's swimming away. Come back over here. Oh, I can... Oh, look!
What his world was like.
Hey!
He reminded me
Whoa.
so much of Cal.
Let's go!
Lost in his
Whoa!
imagination.
Let's get this
Whatever it
whale.
was he saw. It sure made him happy.
Yes. Help the whale. There we go. Oh! Yes. Whale. Send it.
I know how silly it sounds.
What do we got? What do we got here? Bubbles.
But I worried about a baby being too happy. I can feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Come on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Get on that, back on the whale. Let's turn it back on!
Told us.
Yes. Let the fun
About the
continue.
world he saw.
Save the bubble boys. Let the fun continue.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
Look. Now we are the
About
frog.
everything.
Looking good.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Gregory's the frog now. Scuba frog. Let's go. Let's die.
I'm sure he's happy.
Look, everyone's swimming.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay.
That's not what happened,
Sam.
database. The divorce contract is pretty rough to leave on your dead baby's grave. Oh. He turned into a frog and he swam away into the drain to live in the sewers and become a teenage mutant ninja frog. Dawn? I told you there's gonna be feels.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
Ah, Dawn is our mum. Dawn is our mum because she had. So she was the one who watched her own dad get knocked off a cliff by a deer that she shot.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
What does this say?
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Collect the words. Okay. A poem for Gus.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I remember.
Oh, Data, why would you do that? The game isn't that long. Hopefully you can still enjoy it. You do that after. You do that afterwards. Let's dive bomb the people. Oh, I found the next bit.
When the
Don't,
time
no
for photos
spoilers.
came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
No spoilers. Say nothing else about the game, Data. I don't know what
Wind picked up
happens.
and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Stop it. Stop it. It was the monster.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, that's why there's all these chairs in the trees from the storm. This is cool. Please
Thunder
don't.
sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Make the music louder, as always.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
He had a little mohawk and a skateboard. Gus with a dollar sign, pardon me. Another sealed up room. Oh, fire. Fire exit's going to be difficult with the sealed up room. No playing outside without permission. No answering doors for strangers. No messing after dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. Raise flag 7:30. Breakfast 8 o'clock. Quiet time 11 p.m. Duties. Oh my goodness. So strict. Ooh, a rock wall. Cool. Indoor
My mom
rock
moved up
wall.
to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Wow, this is Mum's area. Oh, she had a Bible.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta,
Sanjay.
where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay's our dad. Look, we're preggers. Okay, that's nice. Let's go.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation. and
His
got a
house
job
is just
teaching
nuts.
English. Lewis
His house
was
is
born a
actually
year
nuts,
later.
Catchy. We will build the house. Yeah, Mum Mum gave us a key. Mum gave us a key in her funeral, but it wasn't a key to the house. It was a key to a bunch of locks in the house that got us
When my
into
dad
secret
died,
passages.
I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton again.
And to see kids in the house again.
Yeah, because we lived here, we grew up here, but we weren't allowed into most of the rooms. Lewis's garden, my garden, and Mum's garden. We are Edith, but our grandmother's name is also Edith. We're actually Edith Jr. Catchy.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
And all of this stuff, all this text that's appearing, we're writing this to our unborn child.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
We lived all the way up here in the loft. Reading is a hoot. Lewis rules. We're the only one left, apparently. No, because this is like all the stuff we've seen is stuff we've read.
But it didn't last.
We're reading it all. No, the monster definitely isn't heroin addiction because she was 10 years old. She turned into the monster, then climbed under her own bed, and then turned back into her, and the monster was still in her bed.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh my gosh. Look at all these extensions. It's always the ones you don't expect. Okay. It was probably the 10-year-old girl. Oh, let's click the front door then. Oh, we can't. Oh, it's been sealed off as well. I didn't even notice that. Anything around here? Look how much of the house there is still left to explore. And we lived out here, like not even in the original house. Oh, look at that funny little fellow. Is this paint? Yeah, it looks like Milton was an avid painter. But also we found Milton's mark in a lot of
I
little
think
hidey
Edie
holes.
was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Man, he was pretty talented, eh? Man, what a cool room, hey? Here we go, we're about to learn about our brother Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, it's a flick book. Oh, a flick book in a flick book. Wow, this is a long flick book, eh? Oh, it's blank. How old was he?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
11. He disappeared into a secret room. A secret door.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
There's the door. There's the door he disappeared into.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Man. This is so crazy. No way, Mum didn't kill him.
Mom
is not
definitely
up to-
blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
No,
After he
Lewis.
graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Lewis, no, it wasn't your fault. Database, the game isn't going to be for much longer. So you can probably hang around to the end of the game and then study for the rest of the stream. Because I'm just playing Frostpunk after this.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of
Whoa.
him lived on.
Oh, what's this?
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
I'm playing Frostpunk after this, Catchy. It's so good.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions,
What
I saw the same
awful
behavior.
job.
His mind began to
Hello.
wander.
Oh. Oh, look. It's me. I can control it. I'm a wizard.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats
Uh-oh.
and toads.
That's and toads.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head,
Check that out.
but he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
You knew someone who worked? Wow. Because you really need the money, I guess, Catchy.
But he found something more.
Ooh, 3D now.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery,
Is there any fish? Yeah.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah, not focused, man.
Like a
I'm
whole
just
new
moving my
Lewis.
hand left and right.
So I let him go on.
Okay, so
I
you were
even
close.
encouraged him. It seemed
Fish?
very promising at first. He
Fish?
told me he'd made a new friend.
Ooh, little doggo. Hey.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Lewis
He
Topia,
built
eh?
the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Okay. Oh, we're building
Then he
a
made
Lewis
musicians.
Topia. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. He's gonna cut off his hand or something.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Oh, okay. He sounds like a sound man, David.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
I don't know what happened to Lewis.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. but his chopping was as reliable as ever.
He was a good chopper.
Then one day
all
it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
Okay. Am I going to become king of Lewistopia?
He held an election for mayor,
Oh, he held an election. That's good of him.
and he won.
Nice. Nice. Would be unfortunate if he didn't.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Go chop that fish. We're getting bigger, baby. We're getting bigger.
Conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Oh,
New
yes.
Louisville.
New Louisville. Awesome.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Give
We
me that
started
fish.
drifting away from our reality.
Civ 6 at work in his mind. That's how addicted he is. Look how it's slowly like creeping over
Minneapolis.
over everything.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis. He forgot to go
Even
home.
as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Mum, let me just live my imaginary life. Fish.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen.
handsome queen.
There she is, baby. I'll throw that fish.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows. We're just going to do all the right paths.
radiant rainbows.
Oh, it is. Oh.
He
Chop.
followed the sound of her
A silver harp. Mind you, electric sitar sounds pretty sick,
silver harp.
but I like harp music.
His chase led him to a golden palace
I don't
east
know
of
if
the
he
sun and west
disappeared.
of the moon.
I don't know if he disappeared.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Look, you can't see the fish thing at all anymore. You can't see the fish chopper, can't see the fish
He knew
path.
the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, 3 fish at once? Come on. Super fish. Yeah, Milton disappeared, that's right. Too many fish.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Too many
In
fish.
his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Good, we've caught up. Caught up to the workload.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
This is
And then it
relatable.
struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
That's rough. To read this about your own brother is pretty crazy.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know.
Some sort of handheld device. Whoa, that's trippy.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
There he is. His imaginary self is approaching his real self. Oh no.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh no. It's Finch. It's Lewis. There he is. Look, he's not even...
I still thought I could save him.
He wasn't even grabbing the fish at this stage. He's
Even
just
after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
going through the motions. Oh no.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
They're all very happy.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Calico, is it? Even Calico's here? Hello, Calico. No, that's Molly. Oh, it's Molly. Molly was the one who got eaten by the monster at the start. Who that is?
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Oh, let's go, baby.
There was only one thing left to do.
It's been so long since I've seen Inception Database, I barely remember it. Thank you for your service. My queen.
Bend down his head.
Uh-oh. That looks a lot like a guillotine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Well, that's rough.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
How old? 22. 22 years old when he died. When he took his own life. And now I suppose we're going to get to our own room.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Who's cutting onions? Yeah. It's our turn now. It's
On
our
the way back
turn.
from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell
Milton
me.
was the painter one. Just in their database. That was Milton. The painter with the flip book. Oh, these stairs broke. Okay. Oh, you missed that one.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
He painted himself a door inside a world and went through it.
I wish we'd stayed.
Oh.
But I understand why we left.
No, Mum definitely didn't kill him. This is crazy, hey?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Everything. Full on. Oh, there's power up here. Why is there power up here?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What was it? Look, a finch.
But it had to end one way or another.
Check it out. We were
All
at the
that's
top.
left now is to tell you about that last night.
Surely not suicide, because she's writing this to her unborn child. She's definitely not killing herself. Nice pen. Dunno, catchy.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Edie's grandma.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Itchy ear. So, we're going to the hallway for the present.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Of course she did.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh, this is that first door that we found that was totally sealed. So the present that she left was opening the library. Huh.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Uh-oh.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Uh-oh. History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
What happened?
That night, the tide went way, way out.
All the way out to the old house.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Always
They
earth.
called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
But Edith is a demon.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Uh-oh.
I got turned around.
Hello? I need a flashlight.
For a while, I wandered.
Yeah, fair. She ain't afraid of no curse. That's right. I mean,
I
she's lived to be
started
old.
seeing things.
Dear, lead the way, dear. Lead the way. I'm coming.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like? Oh.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Ooh. I get big fish vibes from
Or
this.
maybe I came back to them.
You know the film Big Fish? She's probably the one in the, yeah, that's true. Very much so.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Mom.
I kicked
Mom!
and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Mom!
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
No. Grandma.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh man, I used to do this.
We both tried to make the best of it. few years went by.
A lot of them. They're all letters. Let's
My mom
shake
didn't
them.
like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
No, Mom.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Mom. Dawn.
And then I was alone.
I'm not crying, you're
Last
crying.
Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
It's a fallopian tube.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
This isn't family
And I
friendly.
hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
I'm coming, Mum.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh no. She died during childbirth.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
Oh, and
I
that's
want
who we
you
were
to
at
be
the start.
amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
That's who we
Good
were
luck.
at the start. When we looked down and we had the flowers and the cast. Damn it, database. I wish you hadn't. A story by Giant Sparrow. For Shirley Dallas. Oh. I'm not crying, you're crying. Ian Dallas. Joshua Sarfati. Chelsea Hash. Brandon Martinot. Noah Nix. Chris Bell. Look at those cute little babies. Michael Kwan. Oh my gosh, Evan does not look happy to be where he was. This game was made by children, except one man who wasn't. Dan, the engineer. Thomas Huyun? Sam Rosenthal. Some of these babies look much happier than others. Jonathan Hamill. Sean Kwang. Johan Lee. The Unlockables programmer. Corey Davis. Greg Pryor. Kristen Altamirano. Theo, look at that dog. Look at that dog. Two good old doggos. Dan Valvo, Theo Aritas. Holly Rothrock. Michael Fallick. Alvin Nelson. Children and dogs, that's right. Just a very talented group of game creators. Steve Green. That's not how you use a phone, Steve. Jeff Russo. Eduardo Ortiz Frau. Adrian Odea. The dogs just probably came up with the story, dictated the story, you know? At least her son knows the family history. Wow, Melissa Fuss. What's going on with Melissa Fuss? Aviani, Yani, Erica Pinto, Cheeky, Thomas Bissell. I did do it, Whale. What a tale. He could break the curse by not being. Maybe. Megan Ellison. Is that a real gun? Surely not. No way. Nathan Gray. Do you think Nathan's the small one or the large one? Neil. Chess is very popular. Again, Neil. I don't know where you remember that from. Jordan Mark. He is the last of the Finches. Hector Sanchez. Dino. Dick Hogg. Interesting name. Outer Wilds. I've heard good things about Outer Wilds. The Edith Finch team. 2012 to 2017. Wow, this game took 5 years to make. Whoa, hang on. The end. Tatum.